Welcome to ATHENASIA. I'm Laurent Timmermans. In this video, we'll be discussing the FSIE or the Foreign-Sourced Income Exemption for MNEs in Hong Kong. So we'll see exactly what that means. So if you have a company now in Hong Kong asking for the offshore tax exemption, or if you're considering to open one, this is a video that might be interesting for you because people get really scared with these new rules that started in 1st of January 2023. And that were refined in 2024. So basically, what is this? Well, it was under the pressure of the European Union that was complaining about a few countries, including Hong Kong, Singapore, that it's not me, it's Hong Kong and Singapore that were actually giving some special benefits to companies that they didn't have to pay any tax here under the territorial taxation and the offshore tax exemption. So basically, they complained a little bit. So the reaction in Hong Kong was to start taxing the foreign source dividends, the interest, the income derived from the use of intellectual property, so IP income if you want, and gain or profit derived from the sales of equity interest. So unless it's a partnership interest, but anyway. So this is the first batch of things that were taxed, which can be really scary if you have a holding that actually bring all these assets in Hong Kong and you expect to pay nothing. And from the 1st of January 2024, they also included the disposal gains. Okay, so this is the beginning of the story, right? And basically people are freaked out because they're like, hey, wait a minute, I have an offshore company and basically this offshore company is collecting this kind of income. So what should I do? Well, it was not really clear for many of us in the industry, even for us, for the people working with tax in Hong Kong, it was not really clear. Actually, even for me, that's why we are now in April 2024, and I'm only doing this video now because it took me time to talk to my peers, discuss with some international tax advisors, discuss with some local tax advisor, ask their opinion, because it was not really clear. Now, here's the good news. This FSIE applies to the MNE, to multinational enterprise. So if you're an SME, it doesn't apply to you, okay? So what is an SME? Let me read that for you because I have it there. So an SMEs in Hong Kong that hold participation overseas but are exempt from preparing consolidated financial statements. So this is the important part, consolidated financial statements under the SME FRS shall not be considered MNEs. So if you're an SME and you are not preparing consolidated financial statement, you are not considered an MNE under the cap 622. And therefore, don't participate to the FSIE. Okay, so this is the interesting part. Okay, if you're an SME and you don't prepare consolidated financial statement, you are fine. This is not applying to you. Now, what will be considered an SME then? You will ask me. Well, there's a few conditions. Number one, you are a private company or a group of private companies. You have less than 100 employees, and your total revenue is below 100 million at the end of the reporting period. So 100 million, I'm talking in Hong Kong dollars here, not USD. Okay, so if you want to know how much is it in USD, well, we'll write it here at this time. So we'll put USD and Euro here. So if you're below these 100 million Hong Kong dollars, you're fine, okay? And less than 100 employees and you're a private company, is fine. Now, what if you're not an SME then? What if you're larger than that? Well, you can still be a larger eligible private company. And what are the conditions? Well, you are a private company or a group of private companies, you have less than 100 employees, so this doesn't change. And now your total revenue is below 200 million Hong Kong dollars. So we double the number of the amount of revenue. But here you will need to pass a special resolution from the shareholders, and they have to opt for this regime at 75%. If you do it, then it doesn't apply to you as well. And finally, if you are an MNE, there's still some ways to go around the FSIE if you set up a relevant permanent establishment in Hong Kong. But this it will get a bit too much into the details, so I won't talk about it in this video right now. But if this is something you want to discuss, you can just drop me an email at info@athenasia.com, and we can go through it together. And yeah, I hope this clarify a little bit the FSIE new regime, and that makes you feel better. Hopefully, if you're under this threshold, if you're above, there's still options, but just talk to a good international tax advisor, somebody that knows Hong Kong really well. Okay, so I see you in the next one.